Morning, everyone. I am Deepanshi Deora from RVSKVV University, India. I completed my research work on effect of sowing dates and row spacing on Trigonella cordiculata, Fenugreek, cultivar Kasuri under Malwa region of Madhya Pradesh. As everyone is familiar with the Fenugreek, whose botanical name is Trigonella Graecum, so I would like to introduce my crop Trigonella corniculata in a brief. So the Fenugreek Trigonella species is a popular rabi crop in India. It is an annual legume seed spice crop, belongs to the family Fabaceae or Leguminaceae and generally known as methi in India. It is a self-pollinating crop having chromosome number 16. India is the largest producer and exporter country of the seed spice, and the fenugreek seed is exported to over 133 countries from India. Genus Trigonella consists of 260 species, and out of these, only 2 species, namely Trigonella Graecum, that is common methi, and Trigonella corniculata, the Kasuri methi, are economically important. The growth and yield habit of these 2 species are completely different. Here you can see the common methi, which is non-scented, whose botanical name is Trigonella Graecum. Its plants are quick growing, produce upright shoots. Flowers are pinkish white, bigger, and borne in the axil of leaves. The pods are 6 to 7 centimeter long and straight. Seeds are bigger in size and non-scented. Commercial product of this crop is green leaves and seed. But I chose Kasuri methi for my research work, whose botanical name is Trigonella corniculata. Its plants are slow growing, remains in roseate condition during vegetative growth. Flowers are bright orange yellow and borne on long stalks. Pods are 2 to 3 centimeter long and sickle shaped. Seeds are scented, and its commercial product is dry leaves. You can completely see the difference between the leaves and flowers on my screen. The objective of my research work is to find out the effect of various date of sowing and row spacing on growth and yield of Kasuri methi, and to find out the best interaction of date of sowing and row spacing for growth and yield of Kasuri methi. Since the Kasuri methi is a versatile crop and usually planted in winter, during early stages, dry and cold weather promotes vegetative growth, and while dry and hot temperature promotes the seed production. The time of sowing is critical for vegetative growth and ultimate yield expressions. The development, yield, and quality of crop may be hampered by early or late sowing, while the other factor which influence the interplant competition, growth, and optimum yield is spacing. Plant spacing determines the maximum number of plants that can be grown on a given unit of land and maximum yield. Both of these factors are critical in the production of Kasuri methi. So keeping the foregoing in mind, I conduct my research work. Difference between both the methi, which I explained earlier, that's Trigonella Graecum and Trigonella corniculata, and my topic were completely based on this scented Kasuri methi. Here are the objectives, which I already told everyone. So the agriculture practices for this crop is, for this, I prepared the land and made a layout. Then sowing was done on 3 different dates that were 15th October, 30 October, and 15th November with 4 different spacing. The row spacing I took was 15 centimeter, 20 centimeter, 25 centimeter, and 30 centimeter, and made the interactions which you can show which you can show here. After sowing, recommended dose of fertilizers and manures were added, and light irrigation was done for proper germination. This crop requires regular irrigation at 15 to 20 days of interval. Since the commercial product of this crop is dried leaves, the leaf cutting was done at 75 and 90 days after sowing, and then dried under the sunshine. After cuttings, we left the crop for seed production. Due to cuttings of leaves, the seed yield is less in this crop. After harvesting, proper storage should be done, and then I compared the data of phenological, morphological, and yield parameters and found that the best time for sowing for maximum plant height, number of branches, number of leaves, fresh weight of plant, and dry weight of plant is 30th October. I found the maximum of all these parameters at sowing date of 30th October, which is my second date of sowing, and the minimum of these were found in third date, that is 15th November. This could be because the Kasuri methi experienced conductive environmental conditions through its growth when sown at the correct time, and delay sowing did not allow enough time for vegetative growth, resulting in a weak plant canopy. Proper sowing time resulted in increase in yield and yield attributes. When talking about spacing, plant height was maximum in spacing S1, which is 15 centimeter, and my closest spacing, because greater exploitation of plants for space, sunlight, nutrients, water, and other factors resulted in vertical growth of plant. When talking about maximum number of branches, leaves, fresh weight, and dry weight, I found these all parameters were maximum in the widest spacing, that is 30th centimeter. This could be because wider plant spacing gives proper space to plant for spreading, results in more number of branches, leaves, fresh weight, and dry weight, which you can clearly see in the graph. The maximum fresh and dry leaf yield, which is the economical or commercial product of this crop, the fresh and dry leaves, was found in spacing, the closest spacing S1, that is 15 centimeter, because closer spacing produced significantly higher number of plant per unit area, which increases the number of leaves in total hectare. And when talking about the spacing, when talking about the date, the maximum leaf yield was found on date T2 itself. When talking about the interaction, the maximum plant height, number of branches, number of leaves, and fresh weight and dry weight of plant was found in D2S3. The early germination and flowering was found in treatment sown on 30th October, while the early maturity was found in crop sown on 15th November, because increase in temperature and sunshine hours during maturity time pushes the plant to attain maturity early. When talking about seed yield, the seed yield was found maximum in gram per plot, was found maximum in the widest spacing, that is S4, 30 centimeter. But quintal per hectare was found maximum in spacing S3, which is 25 into 10 centimeter spacing. This is because widest spacing gave proper place for spreading, result in greater number of branches, florets per plant, pods per plant, and seeds per plant.
Sorry, can you just summarize, because we are just going out of time? So please try to summarize.
Yes. Yeah, florets per plant. So the widest spacing gives a maximum seed yield per plant, but the total number of plants per unit area was maximum in S3. So the total seed yield quintal per hectare was maximum in spacing S3, that is 25 into 10 centimeter. So by these conclusions, I found the best interaction treatment for plant height and leaf yield is T2S1, that is 30th October into 15 centimeter spacing, and interaction for best seed yield is D2S3, that is 30th October and 25 centimeter spacing. Thank you. Here you can see the reason behind that also.
Okay, thank you very much.